Howdy. It's time for another talk in the garden. So this one I'm calling The Perfect Crime. It's an interesting concept. It's trying to think about the perfect crime. I remember as a kid we would joke around about the perfect crime being murdering somebody with an icicle, because you use the icicle and then it melts away and there's no evidence. But the perfect crime, to me, is unseen. The perfect crime is a trick. It's deception. It goes over your head. You don't realize it. You don't realize the crime has even taken place. That's the perfect crime. I was inspired by Umami on YouTube. There's a YouTube channel, Umami. He does music and cartoons. It's kind of dark cartoons, kind of thought-provoking. It's not the umami flavor that you've heard of. It's this Umami YouTuber. And there was an episode he had, and they were talking about the perfect crime. And it just, the way that he had put it together, and it really struck me, because I've kind of known this my whole life, but I don't think many people think about this. The thought of things you're simply not aware of having a giant effect on your life, like a massive effect. Things that you just don't know exist, things that you have not comprehended yet, things that are unknown. They have a massive effect on you. I've known this. I just know that I don't have all the answers. And I've actually been raised to be blind. You gotta realize that about this age and teaching and schools. It's all about blindfolding everybody to the truth. Destroying a magical realm, covering it up. The perfect crime takes place in your heart. When you just shut your heart off and let the mind take over and create whatever it's gonna create. You never even knew your heart was trying to do something different because you didn't listen. You didn't let it speak. You let your mind take you. The perfect crime is a crime of consciousness. It's a crime against the truth. It's invisible. It's a trick. It's a false reality. It's not knowing what you don't know. Another way to phrase this idea is simply psychological domination or mind control. Your mind's in a box, and you will not open the box, okay? This is not anything anyone has done to you. That's what you have to realize about the perfect crime. You've done it to yourself by allowing forces to influence you into being blind, deaf, and dumb to the truth. The perfect crime is about not allowing you to experience life, but instead sit in your mind and theorize why you should not go and experience something. That's the perfect crime they've seeded into most people. You put the seed of fear into the mind, and they won't go experience the truth. They won't go experience love. I've witnessed it my entire life. They'll sit in front of screens and listen to the spells being cast. And the spells will convince them to sit there the next day and keep listening. It's extremely obvious what has gone on here. And how it's just a lack of creativity. And how it's pretty pathetic to witness endless, vast creations and creators dead, subdued by fear. It's how the perfect crime works, though. Take that dose of fear, stop you from going out and having experiences in life. And then the less experiences you have, the more stubborn and stuck you get in the way you think. Because like if you don't go experience stuff, you'll never figure out how wrong you were. You just keep convincing yourself, my side is right. My side has always been right. When I was a kid, this was the right way, and it's still the right way. You never questioned any of it. Being psychologically dominated, it means you live in fear. And it means you're closed off to the truth. You're closed off to everything above. You're stuck below. Only allowed to think about what they tell you to think about. I think this is a very powerful conversation people should have, should hear, should have. Part of the perfect crime is making things taboo, making things forbidden to talk about. Misinformation. It seems like the oldest trick in the book to raise somebody in a false reality. It's like Plato's cave. Plato's the allegory of Plato's cave. You just raise somebody in an entire false reality, and you hope that the false reality sticks. And you hope that they don't have a mind that's curious, or a mind that is expansive and that needs to grow, that needs truth. I'm just the type that I can't live without truth. I can't live in a boxed mind accepting rules from rulers. And the solution to the perfect crime: think out every action you take thoroughly. Think it all to the end, how it's affecting everybody else here. It takes imagination. It takes a lot of heart to try and wonder how my actions will affect everyone else. And to be sure that these actions I'm taking can only cause more love and beauty and connections. Okay? That's how we uncover the perfect crime. That's how we don't allow it in our lives. You become fully aware. You live presently in the moment. You don't need rules. You don't need laws. You know, in each moment, your heart will make the right decision. It's nice to know, instead of living in a state of confusion and wondering what's next. It's nice to really know where you're headed. But that's up to you, authoring your own life, creating your own script. Don't follow authors, authorities. Don't follow the script of the scripture. It's all man-made mind control, psychological domination. It's just one big criminal activity. A lot of people participating in. Think clearly, think thoroughly through. You'll uncover these crimes, and they won't affect you. Now, this was a pretty stark conversation. It's got to be said, though. I hope you enjoyed. I love you.
I built this sand castle and none of my friends came to see it. Smear, where is everyone?
Probably at home, where it's safe. They canceled school for a reason, didn't they?
Yeah, but I like it out here. How can there be any danger if I can just fast travel wherever I want?
The danger isn't external. It's an internal one. It's in here. That's what you need to protect.
That's not what my teacher told me.
Since when do you do what you're told? This is your source of power. You can choose who to share it with. But some, not all, some won't privilege you the same courtesy. And once they see what you have, they'll steal it from you.
You can't steal memories, Smear. Everything's backed up to the cloud. I could just restore it.
No, well, not those memories. I'm talking about the memories you haven't made yet.
Future memories? How can they steal something I don't have?
They can do it by providing manufactured ones for you. And they'll be great memories. You'll be able to experience life as no ordinary person in the past has ever been able to. And you'll be happy with those experiences. So happy that you'll never want to make your own. You'll never miss what you never had, because you never knew what it was like to have them. It's the perfect crime, because nobody realizes it's happening. This castle you built will soon be washed away by the tide. It will be a memory too, but one that you made. One that is yours.
Smear, can I ask you a question? When I grow up, will I be just like you?
I hope not.
Yeah, me neither.